Hey yo, crowd full of people, world full of evil. If I be the first, then my child be the sequel. How can I leave you? We came here together, made it through the storm and the rain and the weather. Life could be
I just finished Tales of a Sellout and Sellout Chronicles Part 1. And I'm about to actually start working on, well, Part 2 is already in the progress of being, done, but I'm actually going to the studio tonight, lay some stuff down for that. Tales of a Sellout is pretty much a project that I kind of, came up with as far as a mixtape idea. It's pretty much just me coming from inside as far as, what I'm talking about. That's why it's called the Sold Out Chronicles, because, you just getting what's inside of me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Tales of a Sellout. I would say, well, as far as family go, I would be nothing without having, a strong family behind me. A family that I came from, my family. A mother and a father, trying to work together to raise their children. I was at I think it was like a Stop the Violence discussion on the south side of Chicago, maybe like a couple weeks ago, and the main question was what's the problem, what's going on, why is it so much violence? And I mean, honestly, the family, where's the family? The family, where is it as far as our society? It's almost extinct, as far as a family actually raising their children to be successful people in the world. Family is the most important and underrated thing as far as our society today. If a lot of things was straight in the home, then a lot of different things wouldn't.
City, the big city. What am I talking about? I just actually wrote this this last part. I come on. Put your pride aside, get it together after all. Can't be alone forever. Look, nobody do it better. I'm giving you the gold. City with big shoulders, straight from the gold. Okay?
My favorite rapper. You mean current? That's a hard question, man. I mean, my favorite rapper. Okay. My favorite has always been overall one day I could be Nas, one day I could be Jay. Okay? Tell you why. Nas is kind of more so of what I embody as far as somebody who just, come from their soul. They kind of, they steer a lot of different ways. They talk about the good, they talk about the bad, and they also do it in a, with the lyricism, with all that good stuff, that make people be like, oh, who's the best rapper? People talk about lyrics. Nas, to me, is one of the dopest lyricists of all time, Then, you got Jay. Jay revolutionized the game. And at the same time, he dope on the microphone. He murdered almost any other MC that's out there. And, he's taught people the different business aspects. He was the one that had the clothing lines and his own businesses, all that kind of stuff. So, flipping back between them. But, currently, my favorite rapper, if you was asking me, who's my favorite rapper now? That's all day Lupe. Lupe Fiasco is so underrated, man. I mean, and the thing is that people don't listen to music now. People, I understand. You want to go out, you want to have fun, you want to do all that kind of good stuff, and you just want to have a good time. You ain't got no time to be sitting there listening to what somebody talking about. But if you listen to what Lupe be saying, he loses you. And then you have to listen to it again. That's the type of stuff that I like, So Lupe right now is March 8th. I think that's when it's finally, I'm going to buy the album. Support hip hop. I'm buying Lupe album. My parents, when I was coming up, music was always playing in the house. All kinds of different music, whether it be jazz, blues. Grew up in the church, gospel, just listening to different kinds of music all my life. That's kind of where I wanted to go. I was always interested in music. Coming up, I remember when Timbaland first came out. Before I even knew anything about beat making and producing. I just knew whoever was making like Aaliyah beats and stuff like that, I knew that they was on to something new. I always kind of had an ear for listening to different kinds of music, you know what I'm saying? Then I started playing instruments, you know, drums, things like that. So it all kind of came together, you know what I'm saying, just through parents and music, you know what I'm saying, playing music, listening to different kind of music, you know. That's pretty much what happened. Favorite artist of my childhood? Man. You know what? I don't really even think it's anybody in particular. When I was coming up, my sister used to listen to a lot of 8-Ball and MJG, a lot of down south like Scarface, of course Pop. I would probably say maybe coming up like Pop. If it was anybody, I would say Pop is probably, you know, so you said my favorite as far as coming up. Probably Pop, man. Pop and Big. I mean, in my generation, being that I'm, you know what I'm saying, my 20s, I ain't gonna say how old I am, but because I'm in my 20s, that was our generation, you know what I'm saying, Pop and Big. But even before that, you know, all the down south rappers that my sister was always playing. Of course, Twister, man. You know, from the west side, so all day Twister, you know, that's stuff we used to listen to back.
Grab your lighters.
I like that movie. My opinion on it, if the world was gonna end, if that's when it's gonna end, that's when it's over with. I mean, I'm not necessarily scared. Like I didn't watch the movie and was like, man, on December, whatever the date was, I'm about to stay in the crib because this shit is over. You know what I'm saying? Or my life will be over. Being religious, you know what I'm saying? Being of spiritual belief, being a Christian, I don't believe that anybody really knows the day that the world is gonna come to end. But if that is the day, let's just say if it happened, I mean, I'm not afraid. We all gotta die one day, you know? So.
Yeah, I'm feeling about that.
This thing?
I'm about that in 2 weeks.
Yeah, this thing's pretty sick.
Tablet
On
joint?
the tablet? Yeah.
I'm gonna buy that for my business phone. He's so tall, you gotta bend down to get him.
Hey, yo.
Besides rapping, let's see. Ooh, that's a good one, man. You know what? I really like to like sports, man. I like working out, things like that. You know, I used to play basketball. You know what I'm saying? Recreationally, I wasn't like no hooper. Like I wasn't on no team or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But just I guess sports and things like that. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of lazy. I like to watch TV. You know what I'm saying? I guess TV would be my main hobby besides rapping. I watch a lot of TV. You know what I'm saying? Sports Center.
We back. Me and my nigga AJ once again.
PTI,
My nigga DJ
Spartacus, you know what I'm saying? I'm a TV watcher. If I did anything besides rapping, really.
Film a little bit, man. Niggas used to be in the mid like, we in the studio.
Real hip hop. That's a good question. You know what? A lot of people try to categorize hip hop like, okay, you hip hop if you talk about a certain thing, like if you talk about politics or more subconscious things, you know what I'm saying? You hip hop. That's not really what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, pretty much, or real hip hop is about the artist being true to themselves. You know what I'm saying? If you live a certain way and you rap about that and you live in it and you actually talking about your life, then that's real hip hop. You know, a lot of people be like, well, club music is not really hip hop. Well, I mean, depending on the artist, if that's their lifestyle, that's what they do, and that's what they choose to talk about, and that's what they live about, then is that not real to that person? Because, you know what I'm saying, they're not talking about Barack Obama, or they're not talking about what's going on overseas. No, I mean, real hip hop is the artist actually being true to themselves, not necessarily some
Chronicles.
subject.
DJ Sparks. We do it for the people. Let's go. Hey yo, I do this for the children of the ghetto, the ones that be holding on when they want to let go, screaming out for help, but all they're hearing is an echo, leaving out the house with no book.